Hello people of YouTube, Team Look at Death here, with a mono red aggro type tecH. This deck is pretty straightforward, and it just does a lot of really early damage and just overpowers the opponent before they can even do anything by turn 4. So yeah, this is the deck I played with on my FNM last Friday, and it did pretty well. It got a turn 2 scoop, which was pretty fucking funny. But yeah, this deck is really fast, and I like it a lot, so this deck should be having some updates, I guess. So anyway, we're going to start with 2 Helion Crucibles. It's a good card in any red deck, really. Oh, my camera sucks. But yeah, you have to put 2 pressure counter on it, and when it has 2 pressure counters on it, you sack it, and you get a 4/4 Helion creature token with haste onto the battlefield, and it's pretty good to keep up the beats. And if you don't have anything else to do, you just put a pressure counter on that and put in work. And then, as in any mono red deck or any monocolor deck, you have a ton of the basic lands, and we have 18 mountains. Simply because the CMC costs are low. It doesn't cap out. I mean, it caps out at 5, but that's gonna change soon. But it kind of caps out at 5. But it could do well on 3 land, really well. So for the spells, we have 3 Pillar of Flames. This card gets rid of a shit ton of stuff in standard. Stuff like Mana Dorks, Chipping the Parishes early game. If they don't do the whole combo crap out with Burnish Emissaries and Mare Brooks, but yeah, it can kill a lot of creatures that are really problematic in standard right now. And we have 3 Muggings. This card is surprisingly good for mono red decks. Really, it really is, because you have your bunch of dudes on the field. You mug one of their creatures, the only creature that they hope to leave back as a blocker. Then you mug it, and you can either kill it because it does the 2 damage to it, or you kill them by them not having a blocker. So mugging is just really good. I like it a lot. I'm doing this so wrong. And for the last 1-drop creatures, we have 4 Reckless Waifs. Mainly because she flips almost, I don't know, 50% of the time, really. And when she flips, she puts in work, Well, I love seeing that tapped Shockland come into play. That means she's flipping, and you're just going to take a shit ton of damage. 2-drop cards, 2 Thunderbolt. I like this card, because you can get that last 3 damage and push in that last 3 damage, or it can stop a lot of the flyers in standard, because they have a toughness of 4 or less sometimes, like Nighthawks, Restoration Angel especially, maybe even Aurelia. Thunderbolt is, I like it a lot. Most people don't use it. I don't know why. We have 3 Madcap Skills. It should be 4, but 3 just seems like a good number, I guess. Madcap Skills is absolutely disgusting in this deck, really, because you have your Reckless Waif. Let's say Reckless Waif turn 1, she flips, and then you have Madcap Skills come down. So basically, they can't block her for at least 2 more turns, hopefully. And that's a 6 every turn. It's really good. And we have 4 Lighting Maulers. Why? Because he himself could have haste. Just smack down a bunch of creatures. You play Lighting Mauler, pair them. They all have haste. One of them, the paired creatures have haste, and you just swing in with this guy. You can get into beats. Look at that hammer. I'm gonna nickname him Thor. Oh yeah. And we have 4 Rakdos Shred-Freak. He's a haste 2/1 guy. Taps for, comes in for hybrid mana of red or black. And he's just in here as another beat stick card. And early damage. Smack and Madcaps goes on him. It's 5 in the turn. So haste creatures are just awesome in Standard, especially in this deck. I like it. And now with 3 drops, we have 3 Pyreheart Wolves. This card is just, I guess, a staple in mono red decks, because whenever he attacks, each creature you control can't be blocked this turn except by 2 more creatures. So he's just really good. He gives a Madcap Skills effect to all your creatures. Not the plus, of course, but you know, the overall can't be blocked by 2 more creatures, and he has Undying, so he like sticks around after a board wipe. 2 Kruin Outlaws. It's gonna be bumped up to 3 soon. I don't know, but Kruin Outlaw is definitely good. She's a werewolf, 2/2 first strike. She can stop a lot of stuff in Standard. Her flip side is just like the best ever. Double strike, 3/3, where each werewolf creature you control can't be blocked by 2 more creatures. That's like kind of like a theme in this deck. I like it. And this deck runs sort of like a bunch of werewolves. We have 3 Markov Blade Masters. Double strike, 1/1. She has the Shred Vampire mechanic. Whenever she deals damage to combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on her. It says she has double strike. She'll deal damage the first time, get a 1/1 counter, then deal damage the second time with the 1/1 counter. So that's more damage coming at them. Yeah, don't forget to do that. But yeah, Markov Blade Master is another rush aggro card in this deck, which is really cool. 4 drops, 1 Instigator Gang, another werewolf in this deck. He basically has like a battle cry effect, and then when he flips, he has a battle cry of 3. Basically, attacker creatures you control get +3/+0, and he has Shuffle. He's a 5/5 already, so he can end the game a lot, especially with Kruin Outlaw. That's just like game. Then we have 1 Archwing Dragon, bringing flying beats, 4/4 flying haste guy. He goes back to your hand, but that's just like repeated damage every turn. And then we have 3 Hellriders. We only have 3 Hellriders, but Hellrider just puts in work all the time, of course, as many you know. And 1 Zealous Conscripts. That's the 5 drop. Take something, attack them with it or whatever, and so she's pretty good, I guess. She was the last minute tech or whatever. But yeah, so I'm on a red deck, aggro deck, and it will be updated soon. Tell me what you guys think. Look at the sloppy mess here. Alright, that's it. StandaRd.